Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Jamaican educator facing obscene material distribution charge due in Florida court June 17. A 45-year-old Jamaican maths teacher, now behind the bars at Hernando County Sheriff's Office in Spring Hill, Florida, on charges of distributing obscene material to a minor and using a two-way device during the commission of a felony, is being held on a US $25,000 bond. According to a Hernando County Sheriff's Office spokesman with whom the news spoke on Friday, while the U.S. Department of Immigration and Customs Enforcement was notified of the charges against Jonathan Rowe, the trigger for the deportation process, it is yet to respond. He, however, emphasized that even if deportation is scheduled, Rowe will still have to go through the court process there before being sent back to Jamaica. ICE was notified that he is here, and nobody responded back, putting kind of like a detainer on him. So basically, he is just in jail on a bond until his next court date, the sheriff's office official said. His next court date is scheduled for June 17. If ICE responds between now and that time, they could schedule the deportation, but these are like some serious charges, the law enforcer told the news. According to the official, Rowe, who made his first appearance before the court there last week, was read the charges and asked whether he wanted an attorney assigned or would hire one. Rowe is currently being represented by a court-appointed attorney, the news was reliably informed. His next court date is an arraignment. They will let him know the charges were filed, and usually nothing happens then. Then from there, it can either go to a plea agreement or trial, the official explained. According to news reports carried by Hernando County local media, the Hernando County Sheriff's Office began its probe after deputies learned of allegations that Rowe, who taught math at the Florida Middle School Explorer K-8, had shown nude photos of himself to one of his students. Rowe, who had taught grades 6 through 8 at the school since last August, was terminated last week Wednesday, May 14, and will not be allowed to return, according to the school. According to news reports, the 15-year-old student told detectives he was in Rowe's classroom during a planning period. The student reportedly said he and Rowe had recently taken a photo together, and when he asked to see it, Rowe began scrolling through images on his phone. The student said Rowe would occasionally stop scrolling, pausing on what appeared to be photos of his genitalia. According to the sheriff's office, the student further alleged that Rowe then asked him to take his phone into the school bathroom and take pictures of his own genitalia to show him. Authorities said the student refused to do as asked. Investigators conducted an interview with Rowe, during which they said he admitted to having nude photos on his phone, but declined to say whether he had shown them to the student. The middle school teacher was arrested at his Spring Hill home on Monday last week, and the charges laid against him. The news has placed queries with the Ministry of Education as to Rowe's employment history here. According to media reports, the sheriff's office said Rowe is a citizen of Jamaica and is in the United States on a J-1 visa, which allows foreigners to enter the U.S. for educational or exchange programs. To be eligible for this visa, individuals must meet the qualifications for teaching at the primary, including pre-kindergarten or secondary levels in schools in their home country, must be working as a teacher in their home country at the time of application, and must have at least 2 years of full-time teaching experience. If not working as a teacher in their home country at the time of the application, individuals must otherwise meet the qualifications for teaching at the primary, including pre-kindergarten or secondary levels in schools in the home country, must have at least 2 years of full-time teaching experience within the past 8 years, and within 12 months of their application submission date for the program, must have or will have completed an advanced degree beyond a degree equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's degree in education or in an academic subject matter in which they intend to teach or that is directly related to their teaching subject field. Individuals are required to be prepared to present their official degree, that is equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's degree in either education or the academic subject field in which they intend to teach. Area 4 police report success in reducing serious crimes and recovering illegal weapons. Commander of the Area 4 Police, Assistant Commissioner Michael Phipps, says increased targeted operations against the criminal gangs and reputed area leaders have resulted in a significant reduction in serious crimes and the seizure of hundreds of illegal weapons in the corporate area. ACP Phipps notes that a number of suspects linked to murders, shootings and robberies have been captured over the last several weeks. Several others have been killed in reported confrontation with the police.
At this time, Area 4 is seeing a 30% reduction in all categories of major crimes for this year when compared to the corresponding period of 2024. As a matter of fact, so far this year, we have had a total of 386 reported Category 1 crimes when compared to 553 for the similar period of 2024. And this is suggesting that we have 167 less reported Category 1 crimes over the corresponding period of 2024.
ACP Phipps said Area 4, which covers the St. Andrews South, St. Andrews Central, Kingston Eastern, and the Kingston Western Police Divisions, have a 70% clear-up rate for murders. He added that a larger number of arms and ammunition have been seized so far this year.
In 2024, we had a total of 133 recovered firearms. And if you compare that with 215 for this period, 2025, that is showing us that we have recovered some 82 more firearms across all divisions. In terms of the recovery of ammunition for 2024, this time last year, we recovered some 1,919 assorted ammunition. And so far this year, we have recovered some 6,633, which is reflecting an increase of over 4,714 more ammunition for the corresponding period 2025.
16-year-old boy charged for robbery in downtown Kingston. A 16-year-old boy has been charged for robbing a man in downtown Kingston. He is charged with robbery with aggravation and being armed with an offensive weapon. He is to go to court on Monday, May 26. The incident happened at the corner of Tor Street and Temple Lane on Sunday, May 18. Reports from the Central Police are that about 3:15 p.m., the teen, who was reportedly armed with a knife, ambushed a man and robbed him of his bank card, $20,000, and a cell phone. A report was made to the police and the teen was apprehended later the same day. He was subsequently charged on Wednesday, May 21. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.